Once you've opened the Element Ballistics app for the very first time and got your bearings of where everything is, the first and most important step is to go to the settings button, which is right at the top, third button from the left, and start choosing your unit preferences. This is the baseline of pretty much everything because it not only determines how you input your data, but it also determines how your firing solution is displayed. Now, as you can see, instead of just separating this into metric and imperial, we've actually given you a little bit more freedom to mix and match your units. We've done this because we've learned that some people, for example, like to range in meters, but have their scope height in inches, for example. So you can configure this any way you want. The angle units are probably one of the most important because this is what your firing solution will be displayed as. And we need to talk a little bit about this because, you know, the two main units that you might use are MRAD or MOA, but you'll see some other options here too. We have centimeters and inches, which technically are not angular units, they're linear units, but they're there if you want your drop data in, a linear unit. But then you'll also see 0.2 MRAD, 0.1 MRAD, half MOA, quarter MOA, and eighth MOA. If you select one of those, your firing solution will be displayed as clicks. And what you would do if you wanted to use one of those is to check what units your scope turrets are in. For example, if your scope turrets are 1/8 MOA, you could choose 1/8 MOA and those will be your clicks. It could be 1/10 of an MRAD and that would be 0.1 MRAD. That's what you would choose if you want it displayed in clicks. But most people would probably want MRAD or MOA, so I'm just going to go ahead and use MRAD for the purposes of this demonstration. If you plan to upload your profile to one of our ballistic devices like our rangefinders, for example, this is a very important selection because your angle unit preference will be attached to your ballistic profile, and that by default is what's going to be displayed in your screen when you range. We've done this so that the app can be used as part of a very user-friendly interface when setting all this up, so you don't have to navigate menus with one or two buttons in the screen of your rangefinder, which I know can drive people crazy. In the next video, we're going to jump into the most important part of obtaining a reliable firing solution, and that is creating a ballistic profile.